Well, what has seemed impossible is very much possible, is what Spirit wants us to know. And you may be feeling really tired, and you may be feeling like it's a big hill to climb, but it's all about perspective. So how are you looking at it? Are you feeling like this is going to go horribly wrong, or why am I bothering, or I'm not important enough? Whatever the negative narrative that you're talking to yourself about, Spirit's wanting you to like flip it, because where you are holding your mind and how you're looking at the challenges that you're experiencing is creating the outcome that you don't really want. Yeah, so Spirit is wanting to encourage us to be little chappies, and that might feel a little bit difficult, but the truth is that what you are wanting to have happen is very likely and able to happen. How will you make that? Let's pick 3 cards to see if there's any little hints specifically for you. So what I suggest is you pick the left, the right, or the middle. I just randomly pick them, or you can take all 3 and see what works for you. If you are feeling like your perspective has not been on point, or you're feeling a little bit like, you know, it's just impossible, it'll never work out. What was I thinking? This is a message for you, okay? If you pick the left card, tired, worn out, working like a workaholic, doing way too much, and there are other choices. There's an open door there. Spirit is suggesting that you can definitely carry on doing what you're doing, but you are ready for that change. And when it changes, there'll be a sense of relief. You look, it might not happen overnight, but it will change. And Spirit is saying that when you look at the detail that's stopping you getting to that change, then it can feel really frustrating that you're really wanting it to happen faster and it's not good enough, or that there's road humps, or there's people being obstacles, you know. So Spirit is encouraging you to keep going, work through that tiredness, because the door is open, and give yourself an opportunity to go and look through the door and aim higher than what you initially thought, perhaps. Righties. Well, if you think that there's people working against you, this always looks like a really nasty card. And it kind of is in a way. It's what Spirit is saying, if you pick the right card, is if you feel like there's people who are working against you, you're 100% right. That's okay. They're not your people. You know, look at the bigger picture. Take back control. Because people who use negativity to create outcomes that they're wanting are creating negative outcomes, and then that's going to have to be their baby to deal with. Okay, so you don't have to be pulled into that vortex. This is especially in regard to your career, the direction you're wanting to go. You know, walk away from it for the minute, but also know that there's a lot of people that stand behind you that are going to support you in the direction that you're going, or are supporting you in the direction that you're going. Talk to them. They will give you how to change these negative Nellies, these negative people, these people who are wanting to control you. And you are a free spirit, and you are not here to be controlled. You are here to teach people how to be a free spirit. Middle card. Of course, it's impossible, Rosie. How can I possibly have what I want? That's what Spirit was talking about earlier. So this is definitely saying, Spirit's like, well, actually, it's entirely possible. It's just about perspective. Just because you weren't around when unicorns were around, and that's true. Maybe we were. Maybe it was a past life thing. We kind of have this sense of unicorns being very exciting. But Spirit is saying that is definitely possible. And this one is saying for you to look after your health, to look after the detail. So write down what your question, you know, when you're going to go for an interview or something and they ask at the end, do you have any questions? And you're like, oh God, no, I forgot to think about that. Spirit, this is kind of like Spirit's inviting you to write down the questions that you want to ask. Whether you're going to ask these people, the negative Nellies, you're going to ask people questions, you're going to help them see the reality of their intentions. And also, it's good to ask questions about jobs that you're going for, especially if you're not really, you know, you don't want to go from one bad situation to another bad situation. So it's time to fire up and move in the direction that you want. So on that note, know that you have this ability to flip it, and you will, and you can. and you will enjoy that process. Change your perspective. Enjoy your day.